Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Méchet for episode number 35. We're still in November, we're nearly moving on. I just done a couple of contracts. Well, I say a couple, I've done loads of contracts. Just finished a few ploughing contracts and just getting the tractor washed up now before I head off and do this stone picking contract. There's rain on the way. And we're still in November. Kind of stayed put just to do some contracts to get the money in. If you remember in the last episode I was saying I was going to do more contracts so I can get the couple of productions bought. And I've been having a think about it. Let's get rid of this Lance. Been having a think about it in between the last episode and this. Now, just bringing you back, we're going to check on the animals first. Okay, our Vosges barn, the cattle are down to, they're on 16% maturity and 60,800 litres. Both had the exact same starting out. And these are down to 59.2 and they're on 18%. So these are progressing faster. We know that much now anyway. Any other changes? Not really. I've just been taking care of the animals. These are going to need to be fed again. I haven't opened up the pit yet, the silage pit yet. They're on 37,000 litres. And these ones are on 39,000. Well, there's not that many in there. So we're going to hang on to them until they have their offspring and then they're going. I haven't opened the pit or anything yet. Our JCB has not done any work. I'm going to get rid of the silage bales out of the barn first anyway before I open that. And other than that, what have I done? Contracts. Done contracts and had a long, hard think about what we were going to do. Now, I did say I was going to buy the sawmill productions and work on them. I've had a rethink, not doing carpentry. Not going to bother with the cannery at all. There's nothing really there apart from mustard. And I think the only other thing on it that's different is, I think it's just mustard, unless I was going to do rice, vegetable mixed for beef bourguignon. And that's basically it. So we're going to backtrack on what I said. We're going to just stick with what we have. Now, on regards to grape juice, I did record a piece for it, but I didn't, for some reason it didn't work and I moved on. So we're going to go and have a look at the grape juice farm now. Going to get over here. I missed out in a bit. We have more grapes, more washed grapes. So what I done was I moved them over. They're in here. We did get our grape juice. And it's in our premium grape juice. So that's being worked on at the moment. This is going to be extremely slow. So we can only make premium red and premium white. So I've turned off the pink grape juice. We have one barrel to sell. It's on the tractor. I've turned that off. We're just literally going to do the white and the red and turn it into the premium grape juice just to see. You can see there, turn off the pink at 79. We're up to 104 with the others. So it would have been in the middle of November the 2nd we done that. Now, what I just decided to have a rethink on. I don't want to do all the productions. We've done what we wanted to so far, and what we're working on is the products which are unique to this map. I know there is unique stuff in the carpentry, but I don't want to do carpentry. That's just being honest with you. I'm not interested in doing it forestry work, not on this map. So it would be the sawmill. We'd have to get the small sawmill first to produce our long planks, our wood and our wood beams, because we need long planks in the carpentry one, and then we need planks, long planks and wood beams and wool in the sawmill workshops, which gives us prefab walls and timber frame. I don't really want to do it. Quite honest with you, I don't want to go down that route. Did say maybe about doing a rice field. I'll do that on a different map. The fields on this map, I had a look around, and what I would be doing is buying one of the fields down here, because these are pretty flat, to get as much a flat field as possible. That one there would actually be ideal because it is flat. But I haven't done rice. apart from harvesting it. I haven't sown it or anything like that, so I'm not going to bother. We're going to stick with our plan, which is just to expand the farm around the main farm, get our crops in, look after our cattle and that. And basically that's what we're going to do. We're not looking to, how shall I put it? We're not looking to, I don't want to do the carpentry work. That's just the best way of summing it up. I did say I wanted to do the firewood just to check it out, and that was it. So, what have I done? I've been working on contracts to get some money in. Might still just buy the bakery if we have the money for it, but you know what? Maybe we might just lease the bakery and be done with it and put the flour in there, just so we can see how the bakery is. But like, it's the same as any other bakery. While I'm talking to you, I'm just hooking up this stone picker to go and do this contract. I'm going to collect the money on the other contracts now. I've been pretty busy since I left you, and here we go. Contracts. We done tethering. We did do contracts. What did I do before I done the tethering? I can't remember. I done some mowing contracts and that. Let's collect these anyway. When I had the tether on, I just decided, let's drive around the map. It did bring me to areas on the map I hadn't been to. It did open up my eyes to other areas on the map that I had not explored. And I did say, I really need to explore south of the trade line. We done 96. We done this field behind the train station, 126. We done a few other fields we had not been to before, especially up here, up at the top. Hadn't done anything in 106. We done ploughing in 102, hadn't been there. We done stuff in fields we hadn't been to, because it seems, looking at the contracts come up in the same places. Usually if you get stuck into doing one type of contract, that they come up in the same fields repeatedly. But by selecting like all the tethering contracts, and then I can't even remember what it was I done before, because it was in the last time I was on the game. But there was another load of contracts I drove around the map to do, and cultivation. It brought up a few extra fields, because I'd only be picking the biggest ones near me and not going exploring the map as such. So with that in mind, I just decided that, you know what, we'll just pick a batch of contracts and just do them, and if the money goes up, the money goes up, and we'll accept it as it is. Now, I'm kind of thinking with the bakery that I'm just going to sell the flour the way I had been, because the bakery literally just produces the bread from flour or rice flour, and then the cakes from the other products. And because of the fact we'd have to put a greenhouse down to get strawberries to do the cake and that, you know, it's not what I wanted to do on this map. You know, I kind of just want to do field work, and we've done a lot of exploring. We've explored the grasses, the clover, the alfalfa, the whole lot, and we're still doing that, and we're still working our way through the few other bits and pieces. So definitely going to transfer the ownership of this back to an NPC, the actual farm up here, and keep the goat barn. I've already moved the milk inside. It's at the door. I need to come up and collect it and bring it down to the other dairy, because we're going to, when the one up here runs out, we're going to actually transfer the ownership over. So basically that's, I think I kind of jumped into the ideas I had halfway through the last episode, but in the cold light of day, when I had time to think about it, I just said no. Maybe we're going to do all the productions along the Kiel Canal. We'll save it for that, and we'll do it on that. I don't want to be doing them across all the maps, so we'll concentrate on the dairy farm, the cattle farm, the beef cattle, the whole lot. We'll concentrate on that. We'll keep the few goats just to keep the aged goats cheese going. Might even shut that down, because I know I'm doing it because it's very profitable, no other reason. And maybe we'll just concentrate on the cattle as a beef cattle, dairy cattle farm, and I'll do that for the rest of the series. And yeah, just do the grapes as well. We're going to do another season with the grapes and just try that, to be honest with you. But I hope that sits okay with you, because it is a change from what I said the last time. But last time I said it kind of in a haste, and it was a change from the direction we were taking. So we've kind of just gone back to what we were doing, and cutting out venturing off as I was kind of trying to do. I didn't know I said I was trying to find work to do during the winter, but I'm sure we'll find enough bits and pieces. We're busy enough with the livestock we have, and yeah, I think we'll continue on that way. Anyway, chances are I'm going to pick a few more stone picking contracts there. Let's see. They're right down the end. 85, 77, 40 and 122. Yeah, they're in various locations around the map. We're going to do them. Just kind of go through the loads of mowing, and it's come up again. And so let me work through these. We're going to move forward then. I think once these are done, I'm not going to do any more of the contracts. We'll move on to December and have a quick check over the cows again. I'll bring it back because I'm going to definitely mix up another load of TMR, but we're going to be using the loader and the bales. We're not going to be opening the pit yet, so we won't be using our nice wheel loader just yet. But yeah, that's the plan going forward. We're sticking to it this time. There's going to be no changes from it. As I said, I could just lease the bakery now and throw it in, but like all I'm doing is another stage on the bread, on the flour to make bread. We'll just sell it off. I'll bring you back for the sell off on that. It was going to be a while, I'd say January at least, before we see premium grape juice. So we're not going to have the big income from that, or the plant-based milk. They were the other two things which are unique to the map that we're trying to get through. Anyway, I hope you approve of what I've decided to do, which is get back on to where I originally was planning to go. I suppose I just thought, let's do all the production on the map, but let's not. Change the heart. Cold light of day I thought about it, and I said, no, I don't really want to. I want to concentrate on what I'm doing here with the fields, the harvesting, the livestock. I just keep going with that, rather than branching off into every possible production that there is. Just work my way through those contracts, and we're going to collect them. 5 of them in total. Didn't send the stone picker back yet. What have we got? Wrapping contracts, baling contracts. I doubt of another cultivation contract, fertilising. Still have sulphur harvesting. We did do a few of them in the last episode. Hoeing, mowing. Another ploughing contract, 81. It's a bit far away. Well, when I say far away, it can still get to tethering, 91. That's up the hill as well, 25. Not too far away. Okay, just wanted to see what else there is there. Yeah, just going to get some more TMR mix made up. Let's get this mixer on. Here we go. And just to take care of the animals before we move forward. I'm just going to put one of each in. And let's see how full it gets, because there was stuff in before I started. Now my luck now it'll pick up to 2. No, it just done the 1. That's why I wanted to get the combine out here too, so you can just back in and they're not driving out into the yard. Now that'll change when we get the pit open. I don't know how many bales of silage we have left in there. We'll have a look in a minute. Here we go. Bale of hay. The only thing is, when it leaves them close to the wall, the collision with the grab can be a little bit messy. You know what I mean? Now we should be okay. There you go. I actually enjoy doing this way, as opposed to using the mixer. It's a bit more realistic because I watch a couple of people online that actually do it in real life. Here we go. Now let's see what's in this, because I know I had stuff in it already. So we're 60%. Let's see. This is where I mess it up. It doesn't tell you how much of the bale you have on the fork, or does it? That's something I've been really watching. Hold on, get down closer. There we go. That's better. No, doesn't tell you what's in the bale. It only just reaches in. Okay, we won't put any more in. Still want to mix some straw in. I'll see if I got a half straw bale. Probably do. Yeah, the farm up the top is going. As soon as it's used up everything that's in the dairy, we're going to get rid of it. I'm just going to transfer the ownership over. I'm not going to take any money for it. I'll have a think about when I place the house down here. If I want to just reimburse myself for the house. We'll sell the field, the alfalfa field. We'll take the money for that, okay. Now, let's see, straw. We got a small bale of straw. We have one there, 2,000 litres. That one there, that'll do. That would have been a half bale out of the baler. At the end, when we were finished up. It's just the collision with the wall, it just catches it. There you go, that'll do. Now, let's see. Now we want to unload on the right hand side, so we better check this. Unloading back. We go right hand side, that's it. You put that fence there. It's long enough and now I'll mix our wagon. Yeah, the other tractor struggled coming up this hill as well. There's not enough to fill it, but it'll get part of the way there. Just wanted to keep you in for some. We're back up to 9,000 litres again of milk, and we're down to 5,000 litres of straw. Okay, we're going to have to top off the straw, but that's a bit simpler. Okay, so we're still 23,000 almost short of being full. I just want to bring you in for part of it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the animals sorted out before I move forward to December. What I'll do is I'll get all the stuff rounded up, the cheese and everything else, and cheese, what else have we got? Not an awful lot else, and I'll bring you in before we sell it anyway. I get down to the location to sell it, and we'll go through that process. I'm going to do the rest into this cow barn, the milk producing cows, and then I'm going to the Charolais probably need feed as well because they're older now. They're going through more, and yeah, just take care of. Oh, we need to leave that running. Just take care of the other animals. I'll bring you back in then when we're getting rid of the product. Okay, we're in December 1st. I've loaded up all the dairy stuff off the farms, and we're just going to load up from the dairy now, and we're going to sell it all. The farm up the top is completely cleared out. Is there anything else coming out of the dairy? Input, output, no, we have everything. Okay, we're loaded. We'll have the flour to get across the road in the mill and sell that too. There you go, redo the straps. We're going to just sell out the square. Now I could probably bring it to different locations and make more money, but you can see pallets but you can't see the flour on them. But it's down there. We're going to sell that anyway. I mean, we do have the butter, we have the bottled milk, we have the stuff we need if we wanted to get the bakery. We just need sugar and strawberries. Yeah, keeping away from the intake for the shop. Oh, I did buy another pallet of long planks and run out again. I keep missing it. Just done it really quickly on the little truck. No, I didn't quite do that the way I wanted to. There you go. And then they're on that wire down the side now. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. There you go, they're gone. So we got up quite a bit. We're on 222, I think, or something like that. So where can I turn? Kind of stuck now. Let's go in here and turn. It's sad there's no other use for this building as far as no. Oh yeah, there's no contracts as well. There's no other use for it. It would be nice if you could make use of it in some way, shape or form. A nice place to have a house, since we don't have one now. Well, we won't in a few minutes. Let me get the flour loaded up and I'll bring you back when we do that. Get rid of that. Oh yeah, Christmas decorations are up. We're in December. Okay, with sunflower oil as well as flour. So we're just going to go to the train station because the price is good for the flour there and it's not too bad for the sunflower oil. And there's a train going by, so we need to wait. Could nip around them into the field. Go! Will we reach 300,000? No, I wouldn't say so. So probably 86, 87 if we're lucky. $88. That's okay. Now, let me park that for a minute. And let's go get rid of. We're going to sell that field. 61,000. So if we go to sell this, you have objects placed on it. Okay. Visit. Hold on. What's going on? Here we go. We can go. Yeah, we can't sell without getting rid of all the buildings on it. And we know that, like, literally to do that, like, it's 135 for the house. Another 62 for that. 25 for that. 47. The only thing we do need to sell, we leave it there. Won't make any difference. Now, effectively, what's the value on this site? 334,000. Now, we're not going to take it. I did say we're going to do this. I'm going to keep you in while I do this. Power tools. Land. Where are we looking? That's land. I was on it already. No, that's not the right one. It is, yeah. It is the right one. You're on the right one. Yeah. Farmland. I went in just to check. Transfer to MPC. There you go. Refreshed. It should be all in MPC hands now. We didn't get any money from it. Yeah, that's grand. That's what I wanted to do. We still have have we lost the barn? No, we haven't. I'm in create job. Where's Fields? Fields. Maybe we did. Okay. So we have to sell our sheep and our goats and that beforehand. Okay. Right, scratch that. We're going to transfer this back and we're going to do that. That's unfortunate. Okay. I didn't realise it was part of it, but that's okay. So we need to transfer this back to my farm. Now. Run back up around. We should have the sheep and sheep should still be there. Our hay bales are still there. I don't mind. Look, if we want goats, we can put them somewhere else. Yeah, they're still there. Where's our trigger? I just want to move away from here. Did say we were going to do that. So we have no sheep on our goats left on it. Okay. Now, I need to come up and collect my bales. My bales will stay there. I'll lift that one out. I can, yeah. Okay. Do we have any milk here? No, we don't, because we did just collect it. And when I sold it, it would have got rid of it. Okay. Even though these should be, they're not liftable, they're alfalfa. That's going to disappear. We can now go back and do that again. We'll still be able to collect our bales. Once the door is open, there'll be no problem. So we no longer have any goats. And our bales are still there, owned by me. Yeah. Okay, I can come up and collect them and bring them down. So we've severed our ties up here. And the only money we got was from selling the goats and selling field number 61. So that's kind of achieved what I wanted to achieve. I wouldn't mind having goats on a small plot. The likes of this one down here, maybe, where you're not going to have a huge amount. Let's visit. Come on, give me a visit. You're not going to have a huge amount. Probably be around the same as we did, but I'm not worried about not having them. That's being honest with you. I'm happy enough just to work away with what we actually have. in the cattle ourselves. So with that in mind, we're just going to move on from where we are. And there you go. Brought you in just to show you what we were doing. This was always the intention, was to to get rid of the top farm, move back to our home base, let's say, and build around there. There is other options if we wanted sheep or goats, or there is other, like, I mean, we have more cattle pens down here. If we wanted to have more cows, now the one in there at the end of that lane is cows as well. The one I was just showing you is just up the road here. We'll pass by that in a second. You can see it there in front of me. That's the goat pen. I can't remember how many holes. I know I did check it out originally on a test map to see, but we could actually put goats in there if we wanted to. The one thing that puts me off doing that is the fact that it's not auto watering. We'd have to be getting the water to them all the time and driving down this end of the map. We could remove the paddock that's on it and put one down that is auto watering, but you know, they don't use a lot, and they don't where the Charolais cattle are. They don't use a lot on that, so we could if we wanted to. But to be honest, I'm happy enough. The goats, yeah, it was great to do the aged goat cheese and that when we did on it and get the money from it, but we kind of moved on. We're just purely cattle farm now, between milkers and between beef cattle, and that's where we're going to remain, between that and doing our grapes and just our normal grain crops with the combine and that. Not even sure if I want to venture into root crops, but we'll see what the map brings us to down the road. But for now, I'll get back to the farm and see what we're going to do next. Driving back to the farm, and I went up and rescued my alfalfa hay out of the shed up there. I'm just going to add it to our stock. I think we're way overstocked with food, although they do go through it fairly quick on this map. So yeah, thinking what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to buy them fields up the top with the money. We said we were going to do that anyway, so I'll show you in a minute. We'll just unload these in here. Can I get in far enough to unload them? Yeah, we got them. Tractors disappearing into the hay. Yeah, I think we're well stocked with feed anyway, considering we have the pit there as well. And that, just as I was driving up, I just thought, well, they'll auto-load in this trailer. So let's just collect them, and didn't look behind to see when I'm hitting the fence. Anyway, you know what? I'm just got to park this. So we've it doesn't feel like we've achieved that in this episode because we've done so many contracts, but we did do what we wanted to do. We decided, okay, we're not going to do all the productions anyway, so we shifted all our gear. We got rid of everything we had. I wouldn't say there's any contracts there now there is a ploughing contract. It's not even worth looking at. Right, next is all our mulch fields. Let's look. So we have all these fields. As I said, the natural thing would be to progress down here, but we're not going to do the natural thing. We're going to go up here. Now don't want to buy it. I want to visit first. Go ahead. We only completed a stone picking contract on this, so decent enough field. Field area 4.3 acres. This one here. Field area 2.72 acres, and this one here is 3.3. So I did say I was going to target these fields up here, and maybe that one there. I don't know. I think we're going to have enough. Let's buy that. I know the soil is better down here. Like if we look at these fields here, which one? There was one of them. No, there's no loam there. There is loam. There, that one. I know the field is better, but it's not. I'm not after that. I am after it, but you know what I mean. There you go. We still have 170 left in the bank, and we bought these 3 fields, which is expanded up to this end of the map, which is where I wanted to go. So I'm going to work away on getting the soil sampling done on these, getting whatever needs to be done on them. It's winter months now. We don't have anything else to do. But yeah, I'm going to call it here for episode number 35. We've set our direction now. We're just going to deal with our crops. And we're going to deal with our crops. We're going to deal with our cattle. And that's it. We're going to head that direction. And that's what we're going to do. I know I could tab the whole way back, but I was kind of looking to see where could I put a house if we do put a house, because we don't have one now. And I'd probably put down the same house as 135, but what I'm going to do, if I do put it down, I won't, I'll take the money back for it. I kind of thinking the house can go along here. We can do it a continuation here and just put the house overlooking the back of it overlooking the farmyard, the front of it overlooking our land. And maybe that's what I'll do. So I might actually do that between this and the next episode. But I'm definitely going to work on getting those fields prepared and our soil samplers in there. So I'll get the tractor and get that done now. So, yeah, until next time on Méchet, we're done for this one. We have all the animals taken care of. The only thing I haven't done is we have goat milk in here now, which is going to be the last lot of goat milk. We can't take it back out, so we're just going to start the aged goat cheese and let that run. We're not going to do anything else with the goat milk. We'll just do that, and we'll take the value out of that when we get it, and that's the last of our goat milk. Unless we put another paddock down, but to be honest with you, I'm happy enough just to work away with the cattle. That was always the goal when we moved on from the snails, and that was just to look at the different breeds of cattle, and we're working our way through that. Now, what I'm going to do is I will bring you back probably in March. I'm just going to go through the winter months, taking care of the cattle and that. There'll be nothing major to report. I've no visions of upgrading farm machinery or anything like that. It's really just a case of I'll do the odd contract. There won't be many in the winter months anyway. And I will talk to you in episode number 36, which will be either the end of February or the beginning of March. So until then, from the Méchet, all that's left for me to do now is to say goodbye until the next one. So until the end of February or March, it's bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.